When Hetalia first starts, you're first introduced to a character called America. He's loud and eccentric, and you think, hey, he's gonna be a very typical American guy. And he is. Because this show is about stereotypes. Until you realize that he's a much more intricate character behind that very heroic mask he puts on all the time. Hetalia manages to subvert your expectation of a certain character, but at the same time, it doesn't lose the stereotype that it first introduces those characters with. I seem to notice a contradiction in characters' personalities. When you meet Prussia, he's a loud, narcissistic fool. That's how the show portrays him. But in reality, he is a narcissistic fool, but he's also an amazing brother to Germany and would always stay by his side. Characters like Denmark also have this same prompt. Denmark is a loud and cheerful, obnoxious person, but he's also protective of his family or group of friends. He seems not to really like it when he's not doing anything, especially when one of his friends are in danger. As for Norway though, he's a tricky character, as some might say. Yes, he's very emotionless. Yes, he could be quite forceful sometimes, but I think the reason why he likes authority is because he doesn't want others to bend over backwards just for him, because it's already shown that when he was in severe bad conditions, he still doesn't want Denmark to help him. But then again, there are many other reasons to why Norway behaves as he does. In some way, Hetalia manages to subvert your expectations, and their subversion causes different series to be made. Franz is, a Jiraiya type character, let's just say. He's still heavily criticized and even controversial in the fandom, and I completely get that. But at the same time, he is also the same character that opens our eyes to how really messed up immortality is, and he also says that he doesn't force love onto others. He has kind of nice qualities alongside the bad ones. So I think I see something. Hetalia isn't afraid to show the more stereotypical or negative sides of the character, but at the same time make them more redeemable by showing these more light-hearted and wholesome sides of them. Because you really can't appease an entire group of people and just personify them. If this was used in a much more traditional anime, where it actually has the antagonist and protagonist heavily established, then this would probably be brushed off as confusing. And it kinda is. It would be seen as this throwaway thing that the creator is just doing because they want to appease both sides instead of being themselves. But here, they're really forced to appease both sides because, again, these are personified nations. It's hard to do that. If there wasn't these subverting personalities kind of thing, then I think that this show would be more controversial. Let's say Prussia is just a narcissistic fool, and there happens to be this East German watching and being offended by this. The fact that he shows his loving, caring, brotherly side is something that East Germans could be proud of, and something that could be less criticized by the fans, and be more fuel to say that the show is great. Overall, this is just what I think. There could obviously be different opinions from this, and that's completely fine. Basically, the video ends.